Includes a free 1-year roadside assist pack.
It's gonna paint all over the place.
He was supposed to be bailed out because he was too human.
Okay, I'll call to order the Tuesday,
Friendly.
December 11th, 2018 regular board meeting. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Southgate's mission statement is Learning for Life. The vision statement is Southgate Community Schools, the best choice for students and parents. Okay, it brings us to the citizens' comments. Oh, I'm sorry, skipping over here. Revisions or approval of the agenda. Do we have approval of the agenda?
Make a motion to approve the agenda.
Okay, have a motion to approve. Is there support?
Support.
Supported by Mr. Green. Okay, any discussion on the agenda? All right, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we have an approved agenda. Next is citizens' comments. Is there anybody who would like to speak this evening? Please come forward, sir. You can give us your name and address, please.
My name is Jerry Stacy. I live at 13456 Pullman Street, Southgate. My son is a member of the robotics club. We have concerns of our next build starting January 5th with moving of our machinery with inside the room. My question is if I don't know if you guys are aware, not aware. I'm just recently aware of it, but being that the build season is January 5th, I heard that we're getting moved out of our class that we're in, the classroom. Correct me guys, 56? You guys have a new classroom coming in where our equipment's going to be in the way. Our issue is setting up before that deadline of the build season. If and when we are going to move, where are we going? How much time are we going to have to move the equipment? The power that is required for the equipment is 3-phase power. It's not located everywhere throughout all the schools. It's an after-school activity, I understand that. Our issue is with our kids being bounced around. We want to do something for them and help them out the best we can. And as parents, we're just concerned. If you guys can have any enlightenment on that for us and where we're going to be moving to.
Unfortunately, this is public comment, and
Yeah.
I
question.
mean, I can ask the superintendent to take your information and your questions and get back with you, but as a board, we wouldn't have
Okay.
that or be in a position to answer that for you.
Okay.
We do have a plan, and Dr. Baker Herring has been in close contact with both Mr. Lyons and Mr. Joel Bias, and we do have a solution, and I will call you in the next few days and give you the information.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sure.
Is his number on that?
You have the
Yeah.
number? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Anyone else who'd like to speak tonight? Okay, seeing none, we'll go ahead and close public comment. And it takes us to presentations. Number 1, introduction of new Asher administrator. We have Jerry doing this, but I don't see him here.
So Mr. Moran had a home commitment, so I have agreed and am very happy to present Miss Kendall McVicker. She is the new Asher director, and we've invited her to say a few words.
Hello, and thanks for having me. My name's Kendall McVicker. I'm a Siena Heights alum. I started my career at Adrian Public Schools and taught English at the high school, but I started my career in adult and alternative education. And of recently, I was working in Livingston County, and I started an adult education, restarted an old adult education program in that county. They had been without for a while, and I oversaw an alternative education program. So this is a passion of mine, and I'm really excited to be here and continue the great work at Asher. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Welcome. Welcome.
You can if you like.
No pressure.
Nice to meet you.
It's great
Nice to meet you. Pleasure.
Sorry, George. Nice to meet you. I scared her if I hit your toe.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Real quick.
Welcome aboard.
Okay, our second presentation of the evening is Quiz Bowl update. Ms. Firkus.
Buddies now.
Good evening. Thank you for your time again this year and for the ability to bring my students, my kids with me, and the opportunity for us to address the board with how our year's going so far and our accomplishments. So first I'm going to introduce just these two members, and then I'd like to read all of the names of our Quiz Bowl team, if that's okay. There's only 14 of us, so it won't take up too much time. So first we have seniors, Jessica Lee, since she's here, I'm going to mention her first, and Kreshna Kadrizi, Kaden Cowick, Emily Lang, Lexi Nadolski, and Noah Taylor. They're a great group of kids who've really shepherded the younger groups from coming in and getting them kind of acclimated to the cutthroat competition of what Quiz Bowl really is. Junior Ben Altizer, right here, who's been with us the whole way through, Megan Miernick and Zane Seal. We have a couple of brand new members this year. Our sophomores are Zach Altizer, Ben's brother, Chloe Jankowski, Anna Pocchini, Anthony Sampson, and Cameron Wolski. I don't have any freshmen. I think they're just terrified of me anyway. I'm hoping that Dr. Pomponio and Mr. Craig and Mr. Freitas can maybe bribe their 9th graders that they have at home, get some kids out for me, because we're losing a really large crop of veteran kids this year. So this is our 3rd year of our Quiz Bowl team, kind of being rebooted over the years, and we've been, I would say, pretty successful each of the years. This year already we've played 6 matches, and we've had wins against Trenton, Annapolis, Lincoln Park, Romulus, and Roosevelt. The only match play that we've had where we lost was to Huron. We lost to Huron last year. It's where my kids go to school. Look, no, I like the lady and all, but she's been on Jeopardy! Teachers Tournament. I know. How do you go up against that? We're working on it. Actually, we were literally tied round 1, tied round 2. We might have been up by 1 question round 2. Jump in at any time, you guys. Round 3 is the lightning round. It was science, science, science. Ugh, gross. Sorry, science people. Sorry, Scott. I think they chose earth science? Ugh. Science vocab? I don't know. They like ran the tables. We got like physics. Anyway. Round 3 wasn't our round. This was our only non-conference loss, so it's really not a big deal, because we have 2 divisions, and within our division, whoever is in first place goes to state, and then in the other division, whoever's in first place goes to state, and then the other teams kind of duke it out for like who's going to be the other. So it was all right. However, we're 4-1. My husband was like, you don't have to be so honest and tell them everything. And I'll keep it quick, but anyway, we meet always early in the year. This year we met kind of late at Baldo's. It happened to be the day that the superintendents were all meeting as well. And it's just a quick lunch. We all meet as Quiz Bowl coaches. We go through our schedule, and then we go back to work. Or if you can cut out early because you work for like a really gracious superintendent, which I came back to teach, we get our schedule. So that particular day, I noticed that on our schedule, the Monday after Thanksgiving break, we had 3 matches scheduled, the first one starting at 8:30 in the morning. It's just not fair, okay? So I said, is there any way we could possibly reschedule one and move it so that my kids don't have to play 3 matches that day? And, you know, we tried to get a hold of people, couldn't get a hold of them. So finally, I'm like, all right, I got to go. I got to get back to class. I'm driving away, literally, and the guy comes running out, Jen, Jen. So I roll the window down. He said, they can move. They'll switch. You can play early. I'm like, yay. And then I forgot to put it on my calendar. It was the Thursday of homecoming. I didn't mention that yet. And anyway, Friday was the assembly and the game and the float, because I'm the freshman sponsor. Like, I really do think I've scared the freshmen from Quiz Bowl. And then Saturday was the dance, and I just forgot about it. And Wednesday, I'm in MLA tutoring, and the Flat Rock coach and I are really good friends. And he texts me, where are you? And I'm like, like literally heart beating. So that's our only loss through coaching error, and they still are nice and talk to me and gracious. And we did play Redford Union just for like a, hey, let's just see how it goes exhibition, and we beat them. So we would have been 5-0, and this is just a testament to the character and awesomeness of our kids. They were excited to play. We did it like kind of like a JV match. We had a bunch of kids come over early, then another group come over later. We did our 3 matches in one day. They were fine. Ryan's like, quit meddling. Just stay out of it, Jen. I will listen next time. So anyway, we have 2 matches left for anyone who would like to come and watch us. Mr. Estheimer came last year, and it was just fantastic to see friendly faces in the crowd. Our last 2 matches, I see the pencils ready, are January 9th against Woodhaven and Riverview at 9:15 and 10:45, respectively. So there's a little break in between there. And if we win, because right now we're in first place despite coaching error, we go to the state tournament.
Nice.
No pressure. So do you have any questions for me? I'm going to come with a PowerPoint next year because Mrs. Pastor asked me, do you have a PowerPoint? No, and get ready for that because it's going to be something special. Any questions?
Where exactly is it?
Oh, I'm sorry. It would be nice if you knew where to go, right? Okay. We play at Wayne County Community College. And if you just go upstairs, like there's a front entrance. I don't know how to really explain Wayne County, but if you go upstairs, it's just a big loop, and we're in like the back right corner. It's a big open classroom. You cannot miss us. If you want to shoot me an email, I'll give you my cell phone number, and you guys can text me or whatever. I do it here, but this is live. Kind of weird.
Thank you.
Right? Isn't it? I don't know. Any other questions?
Just
Okay.
make a comment, not more a question, a couple of them. So it's always great to hear what the kids doing. Believe me, coaching error, I do it a lot, so don't worry about that. You guys will overcome, the kids will overcome. Double-edged sword, it's always wonderful hearing you come here and speak with your kids. The bad part is, I'm the funny one up here until you come in, and then I take second fiddle. But honestly, it's great. You guys do a great job every year. I'm going to try to get there this year. I did not get a chance to get there last year. I would love to see you guys in action, and I just commend you and the kids and everything you do.
They're a really great group. I mean, honestly, they win and they lose graciously. You can never tell. They don't slap the table or get angry with each other. They really lift each other up. We've tried to rotate captains this year, but Jessica and Ben have both been captains for us. And I mean, that's really, I think, a testimony to what the kids are like, is that any of them at any time I could call on them to step up and be a leader, and they would. I asked them if they wanted to talk to you guys tonight, and they were good. So maybe just not at a board presentation. But they're a great group. They will have big shoes to fill next year. So go home and talk to your kids. Okay. Any others? No? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
If you'd like some science PowerPoints to help out.
Cell song.
Okay, our third presentation of the evening is Employee of the Month. It's Kelly Thomas.
She doesn't want to stand up here by herself. Come support her.
Scott,
So I'm here for a very fun reason tonight. I get to present the Employee of the Month, who's hiding behind me. Let's come on up here, Gail. So Gail has worked with us for 11 years. She's a special education paraprofessional, and she's worked in elementary, middle school, and high school. She's worked with kids with all different needs. She's worked in many classrooms. Now, one of her strengths is she has the amazing ability to build relationships with anybody, no matter what their need is, and she makes everybody better and everybody's day better. So it's hard to pick an Employee of the Month. I didn't realize this until Jerry gave me this task, and you have to figure out who goes above where. So I sent out an email and said, who would you nominate? Gail got multiple nominations. So I'm just going to take a minute and read a few things and embarrass her greatly of a few things people have said about her. I promise I will not take a long amount of time. So she makes me a better teacher. She has an excellent sense of what students need. She is so pleasant to work with and respectful of all. She has a great sense of what accommodations will work with kids. She's always seeking knowledge. She's a great collaborator and a pleasure to have in my class. I love having her in my classroom. Can I keep her? You can't keep her. Nobody gets to keep her. I got that one a lot. She's able to anticipate problems and helps us prevent them. Extremely skilled at calming students and staff in the most stressful of situations. Also, I got an, oh my God, this is awesome. Gail's the best person for this. Love working with her. She goes out of her way to do extra things to make everybody's day easier, and she has a wonderful amount of patience, and she sees everyone's loving side, even when we hide it from everyone. So, many more comments, but we ran out of room on the page. She's very humble. She was shocked that she got this. A paraprofessional's job is so difficult because you're working with our highest need student, and she just makes everybody's day better. So I would like to thank her for working in Southgate and congratulate her on doing such a nice job.
Thank you.
Kelly and Gail, let me get a picture
Please.
for the website, please.
Okay, glasses off, everybody. The kids are laughing at me.
Facebook profile.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
And she got Scott out of his pajamas.
Wait a minute.
Okay, that concludes our presentations for the evening. So we're on to the consent agenda, which consists of minutes from November 27th, 2018 regular board meeting, the HR update, and disbursements for November 2018. Do I have I'll entertain a motion on the consent agenda?
Sure you got that out?
Sorry.
Mr. President, I make a motion that we approve consent items G 1, 2, and 3.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Green.
Support.
Supported by Dr. Pomponio. Any discussion on the consent? Okay, seeing none, I'll ask for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Okay. Takes us to action items. Action item number 1, approval of the 2019 annual summer tax resolution.
So that one's me.
Okay.
Attached, you have the 2019 annual summer tax resolution for adoption by the Board of Education. This is required annually because the district has 100% summer tax levy, and the recommendation is that the district continue levying these summer taxes for the 2019 tax year. This maintains proper cash flow in the district as there is no state aid payment in September. A copy of this resolution is required to be filed with each city within our district's boundaries on or before December 31st, 2018. So it's a little bit of a lengthy resolution to read, so.
Any questions for staff on this? Okay. Any volunteers to make this motion?
Everybody look at me like I'm the resolution reader.
I just looking to the right.
I could do it.
All right. Have a motion.
Make a motion. Scott, do you want some water? I have some. Okay. Whereas the board previously adopted a resolution to impose a summer tax levy to collect 100% of annual school property taxes including debt service upon property located within the district and continuing from year to year until specifically revoked by the board. Now therefore be it resolved that, number one, the board pursuant to 1976 PA 451 as amended the revised school code invokes for 2019 its previously adopted ongoing resolution imposing a summer tax levy of all of annual school property taxes, including debt service upon property located within the district and continuing from year to year until specifically revoked by the board, and requests that each city and/or township in which the district is located collect those summer taxes. Number two, the superintendent or designee is authorized and directed to forward to the governing body of each city and/or township in which the district is located a copy of this board's resolution imposing a summer property tax levy on an ongoing basis, and a copy of this resolution requesting that each such city and/or township agree to collect the summer tax levy for 2019 in the amount specified in this resolution. Such forwarding of the resolutions and the request to collect the summer tax levy shall be performed so that they are received by the appropriate governing bodies by January 1st, 2019. Number three, pursuant to and in accordance with Section 16131 of the revised school code, the superintendent or designee is authorized and directed to negotiate on behalf of the district with the governing body of each city and/or township in which the district is located for the reasonable expenses for collection of the district's summer tax levy, and that city or township may bill under MCL 380 .1611 or MCL 380.1612. Any such proposed agreement shall be brought before this board for its approval or disapproval. Number four, all resolutions and parts of resolutions insofar as they conflict with the provisions of this resolution be and the same are hereby rescinded.
Okay. All right, I have a motion by Dr. Pomponio. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is there support for the motion?
Support.
Okay, supported by Mr. Estheimer.
Thank you, Dan.
Any discussion on the resolution? Okay, seeing none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion passes. And the second is the MASB nomination.
Mr. President.
Mr. Estheimer.
Oh, so this action item, do you have to read that?
Just read what it's
top?
about, because
Okay.
you're in a board member.
So it would be my honor to move to approve the nomination of Dr. Pomponio to be placed on the ballot for the Michigan Association of School Boards of the directorate seat. This is a ballot for the MASC Board of Directors, Region 8, where board members will vote for MASB Board Director through a ballot approval and process at a later date. The position is to oversee MASB activities, classes, established operating policies. Dr. Pomponio has worked with the MASC program, government relations, resolution and bylaws committees, and board members from across the state. She's highly qualified. She's also completed all of the required courses through MASB, and she has obtained the highest board member award, level 7, and was awarded the MASB President Award. So I would honorably make that motion.
Okay. All right, so we have the action item. We have a motion by Mr. Estheimer. Is there support for the nomination of Dr. Pomponio?
Support.
Is that
It's him.
Mr. Koopser?
I'll take that one.
Okay. Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Estheimer, supported by Mr. Koopser. Any discussion on the item?
Mr. President,
Please.
I would just like to go on the record as saying that one of Southgate's points of pride should be Dr. Pomponio's exemplary status with maintaining and keeping up with not only legislative but state and federal level stuff. It's like almost a special interest for her. She's so involved, and it's a point of pride for us to have her be so highly qualified for this nomination.
Thank you very much. Any other discussion on the item? Like to accept the nomination?
Thank you. I'd like to accept.
Okay. All right.
Speech.
Not yet.
Just kidding.
Okay, I have a motion, I have support. We'll go ahead and call for the vote. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with the nomination.
Thank you.
Okay. Any employee representatives who'd like to speak tonight? Okay, don't see any. So information and announcements from the board. Mr. Estheimer caught my attention first.
Thank you, Mr. President. I have some things to go over. First of all, at Ford Line, they have their Santa Secret Shop. It starts tomorrow. They're in need of volunteers to help the kids shop. Please go to the link on the Ford Line PTO Facebook page or call the office to sign up. You have to have a background check, so we're looking for active parents to be able to help out with that. That background check must be on file with the school. Also, they're encouraging folks to visit the Angel Tree in the lobby. There's tags on the trees for certain items for needy, and all those items go to needy Ford Line families. You know, things like coats and jackets and mittens and socks and that type of thing. Those have to be returned by Monday, December 17th. If you do pick up a tag and just return that tag with the gift item, that way they can wrap it and facilitate that process and get it to the appropriate family. There is a PTO meeting coming up on December 13th. That's in a couple days from 6 to 7, and kids are welcome. Often that's you know, a reason why a lot of parents don't come is because they have a babysitter or someone to watch their children, but they do encourage you to come, and you can bring your children. At shelters, they have a kids concert tomorrow. Ford Line already had theirs at Anderson, and it starts at 6 p.m. And that's for kindergarten, first and second, and then third through fifth is at 6:45. I attended that show last year, and it was great. Boy, what a way to get you in the holiday spirit. They did fantastic. And Shelters also has a Santa shop that's also looking for volunteers to help run that, and you can contact the school or go through their Facebook page. And lastly, I just wanted to speak on some legislative issues. The superintendent and I, on November 28th, as we mentioned in the last board meeting, planned and executed a trip to Lansing. It was the first day of the lame duck session. We drove out there and spent the day there. Our mission was clear that day. We joined together with many other teachers, superintendents, and board members throughout the state, and also a lot that we met were from our local area. And our basic mission was to encourage lawmakers to keep their hands off of education during the lame duck. We did meet with our own personal representatives for our area. We even had lunch with Liberati and long conversations with other lawmakers. Unfortunately, we didn't see very positive results so far within this lame duck, so we're encouraging everyone to reach out to their legislators, their local senators and representatives, to encourage them to keep their hands off of public education. Allow the incoming representatives to do their job as they were elected to do. Nothing rushed or rash decisions during the lame duck. It's irresponsible, in my opinion, for our teachers and students and families. And with that, I thank you for that. I'm all set.
Thank you, Mr. Estheimer. Hey, Mr. Freitas.
The girls varsity basketball team is working to bring the Southgate community together. They are going to be having a Titan night, honoring each school by inviting them to be the special guest at a girls' home game. The first one will be Davidson Middle School on Tuesday, January 8th, and on Friday, January 11th, will be Ford Line Elementary. Other schools will be announced soon. Also, they will be having a pink out honoring cancer survivors and to bring more awareness to cancer, and that'll be in February. Look for more details to come.
Thank you, Mr. Freitas. Ms. Pastor.
So I have a very large announcement to our parents and families. We received notification today from the Michigan Department of Education that all 4 elementary schools, Asher and Beacon, beginning Monday, January 7th, all students in those buildings will qualify for free breakfast and lunch. This is a very good development for our students. It basically means that you can eat breakfast and lunch for free in those 6 buildings. Currently, Davidson and Anderson are not quite there with the direct certifications and the formulas. We do believe in the next few years they will also be added to the free lunch. This means that we may be working towards eating breakfast in classrooms, but it will not be instantaneous. We cannot house all of the students at breakfast, and we'll be working on doing that in smart shifts as different buildings are ready to go on board for those things. But as the students will be receiving a flyer, and we'll be posting it on social media and things, so that if parents do have any positive accounts, we'll be refunding their money at those 6 buildings because they will no longer be required to pay. So.
Excellent news. So it'll take a little bit of time to roll this out at the beginning, but once we get it dialed in, free breakfast and lunches at all the elementaries and Beacon and Asher.
Correct.
Okay.
I have one more.
Fantastic news. Go ahead.
So, we found out yesterday that we received our 501c status for our Southgate Education Foundation. And Mod Pizza opened up last week on December the 6th, and Mod Pizza is committed to working with the community and the school district. And so the first thing that they reached out to me, and on next Friday, December 21st, they are sponsoring a Pay What You Want Day. So it basically means that when your order comes up for pizza and salad, they'll say that's $8, and you can pay $10, and those proceeds will all come to the Southgate Education Foundation. So that will be from 10:30 to 8 p.m. on Friday, December 21st. And again, we will be sharing the information, all staff emails and social media. So looking forward to seeing the beginnings of this Education Foundation. So thank you.
Very good news. Thank you. Anything else from the board before we wrap it up? Okay. Seeing none, I'll go ahead and see if we have a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Okay, I have a motion by Mr. Estheimer, supported by Dr. Pomponio. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you very much.